My brother actually took me up in an airplane. When I was 12 or 13, he took me up in a small Cessna, and I said, yeah, this is incredible. I want to do this. I thought that I wanted to go into firefighting. After getting into ag, I fell in love with it, fell in love with the community, and decided maybe fire isn't what I really want to do, and so I've stuck with ag ever since.
I went to school for communication, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that degree at all. Tyson and I, our relationship started around the same time that he started in ag aviation, and I realized that I really wanted to work with him. Our schedules were completely different. I felt like if we didn't work together, we would never see each other. We worked really well together, and I also realized that I can start sharing our story and use what I love about communication and marketing and hit that side of my passion as well.
First person that I worked for, he had really encouraged me to go the business owner route and said, you know, if you really want to do well in this industry, you should think about owning your own business.
We knew we had something special. We knew that there weren't a lot of couples that could work this hard, under this much stress together and do really well at it. And I think that kind of transpired into, why are we doing this for someone else? Let's do this for ourselves. Owning a business is one of the hardest things I think I've ever done, and then owning it with your spouse takes it to a whole new level, and the fact that you're in agriculture bumps it up another level. Agriculture is just a stressful industry, no matter what part of the industry you're in. There are so many variables. Our livelihood is depending on so many things that we have no control over, that it brings on that added stress. And I think anyone in this industry can agree that it is something that a lot of people don't understand. It's just being in the hot seat as the business owner, looking at the finances, looking at the checkbook, and wondering, how is this season gonna go? It brings it to a whole new level.
Going into our first season, there were some things that were unexpected for me. We had put a lot of money into things such as getting jet fuel, just to get the airplanes running before we even make our first dollar.
At our first year, we hadn't even sprayed anything and we'd spent all this money. And it's just that tightness in your chest every day that's, hopefully we can get through the day without any major breakdowns, major issues. And at the end of the season, it's just such a sigh of relief, like, okay, we did this. But I think it's going to keep coming back year after year. It's just part of this business and part of agriculture in general too.
I remember the first field that we sprayed as business owners, the feeling of taxiing onto the runway and taking off and heading towards that field, and you're thinking, this is us. We're doing this. This is our airplane, and we're gonna go and take care of this grower's field for them. And this is all us. We're actually doing this. It's an incredible feeling.
For me, it was just a feeling of, wow, this person's trusting us. We're new in this community. Nobody knows who we are, but we're here. We got a phone call. I think we're gonna be able to make this work. I think because it's so stressful and you're working so hard, at the end of the day, it's really nice to have that partnership to look at and be like, we are working for something.
I would never want to do this business without her.
It's no secret that what Tyson is doing is dangerous, and I think the scariest part for me is having him up there every single day and having him get into that airplane and take off is that no one is immune to having an accident. You can be the best pilot, you can be the most experienced pilot in the world, and you're not immune to having an accident. I think there are probably a lot of business owners that at the end of the day, they're thinking about the money and the success of the business, but for me, everyone's back on the ground. That's what success looks like to me.
Being in the airplane and physically flying it, nothing is automated in it, so everything the airplane is doing is an input from me, and that, it's fun. It's a fun job in general, but then adding to that you're going out and you're taking care of whatever problem is in this grower's crop, and you're making a difference at the end of the day, it's a great feeling. When we invest in equipment for the business, we want to make sure that we're getting something that is going to last forever, as long as the business is something that we're not going to continually have to work on. And so having the Enduraplas 1,600-gallon tank that's something that we know is always going to be there for us. When we need it to do its job, it's there. It doesn't require any maintenance. It's just going to work when we need it to.
Having a mobile load site, not only does it give us peace of mind in case we have an issue at one of our other load sites and we need to bring that in to use it for the day, again, that keeps us from shutting down, but now we can also grow the business. It's not only helping us with growth, but it's helping us with efficiency, which at the end of the day is very important for our business. Not a lot of people understand how important agriculture is, but they also don't understand how many small pieces of the puzzle there are to an overall large system. And we're just a small part of that puzzle. I like to say we're just a tool in the farmer's toolbox, but every role in agriculture is important to directly impact us as humans. And I think being a part of that is so fulfilling and one of the most fulfilling careers we could ever imagine, just being able to be a part of that.
This business is not unlike agriculture as a whole, and from day to day, year to year, you have no idea what to expect. I think having Callie alongside definitely helps the unknown, because at least I can rely on her at the end of the day. So we're just going to continue doing this one flight at a time.